Hey YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. And I know y'all see the title. Yes girl, yes. We are here with another story time. And specifically so, I'm going to be giving you guys part 2 of my previous story time of when I turned my straight friend out. Things got a little spicy in that video, child, so make sure you go tune into that one. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends. We are almost to 1,000, and when we get to 1,000, y'all, I'm probably gonna be the happiest in the world, okay? And I know that might seem like it's only 1,000, but y'all don't even know like how grateful I am. I was excited at 500 subscribers. So 1,000 subscribers, girl, because I did not expect all of this to be happening this soon. So it's just like, girl, all right, let's jump right back into this story time where I left off with Jordan. That's the name I gave him in the first part of this story time. So we're just gonna jump right back in. Like I said, Jordan was a really nice guy. You know, he was real cool. We were starting to vibe. You know, after that first time we linked up a couple times after that. So Jordan had hit me up one night and he just texted me like, what you doing? And we just start going having small talk and stuff. Then he FaceTimes me and he tells me he wants to see me. Now, I was used to this. That's normally how our link ups would start, with him, you know, telling me he want to see me or me telling him I want to see him. So I was used to that. But then the next thing Jordan said, which really gagged me, he asks me, have I ever got head before? Now, I have never, see, one thing about me, when I was, you know, ignorant, child, I used to think that bottoms don't, you know, get head, tops get head. I was very ignorant, child. I thought that was the rules of the community, child. But this boy right here, he has changed that. He has changed that for me. So I was gagged, because I'm like, this is like, you would never guess that you be out here, you know, open up your mouth, open up your jaws. I was like, no. So he goes on to say, you know, you want to try it? And I don't know, maybe just something in me that night was just feeling adventurous, was feeling very, you know. So I tell him, I'm like, yeah, I'm down if you're down. Listen, you gonna pull up on me and you, girl, what more can I ask for? A couple hours had passed and now we're getting like late into the night. It's probably like 12 a.m. or something around there, child. And, you know, he texts me and he's like, I'm about to be on my way. So I'm like, all right, bet. You know, by the time I got done taking a shower, you know, getting out the shower, getting dressed and all that, he had texted me. He was like, I'm downstairs. So I go on down there, child, in my little shorts and my Crocs, you know, feeling it. I'm excited. I'm like, this is exciting. I'm about to do something new. Normally it's me. I know what I'm about to get myself into. I know it's me giving up the mouth. I know it's me opening up these jaws. So I get down there and I get in his car. He blasting his hood nigga music that he always blasting. So he asks me, like, do you know any spots we can go to? Now, if you've seen one of my previous story times, you know that I have a spot that I like to go to. So I direct him to the spot that I was talking about. And, you know, we park. Now it's like kind of weird. Cause I know like when I'm about to, you know, give up this throat, I know how to start it. I know like how to get it going. I didn't really know how to get it going if it was the other way around. Like, do I just pull it out? Do I just like, what do I do? Like, this is my first time. You're gonna have to walk me through this. Like, he has his chair back, you know, with his arm like this, right? And he's like looking at me, licking his lips and stuff. So I'm looking at him, I'm like, you looking like you ready to receive some. So I get on up, I start to pull his shorts down and stuff. And, you know, I start to do what I do because listen, if you're not going to start it, I'm going to start it first. He's feeling it, of course. You know, I feel as though me and Jordan Lake is just like, it's just the vibe. It's just the aura. And he's so aggressive. I love the way he just be, he be into it, y'all. And all of a sudden, he like stops me, right? He stops me like he lifts my head up. And he was like, I almost forgot. Let's get in the back. When we get in the back, he pulls my pants down. At this point, I was already just happy with, you know, doing what I was doing, and I wasn't expecting him to just do that. I assumed that like either he forgot, like he said, or like he just was lying or something earlier. But he pulls my pants down, and he starts to, you know, go down on me. Now, let me just tell y'all. At first, when he started to go, I'm gonna be honest, I was like, wait, I don't know how I feel about this. But as he starts to going, and I'm starting to, you know, I'm starting to get a little hot in here. I'm starting to feel it. And I'm like, so this is what the guys be feeling when they be saying like, damn, this is what they be talking about. Because he's going, and I mean, this is a hood ass nigga. This is the hood nigga that you would see walking down the street and you would have never guessed You would have never guessed that he would be out here gobbling up some peen. So I'm sitting here like in my mind, because I couldn't help but to think, it's like, it really be straight looking men out here who be, giving up the mouth. So I'm like, this is crazy. I couldn't help but to think that in that moment, I'm like, this is really a hood ass nigga like. But that hood ass nigga went out the door when he started doing that, child. He started doing tricks and stuff, started licking it and stuff. And it's a lot going on in this car. It's a lot going on in this car. And I was just mind blown, y'all. I was so mind blown because of how good it was feeling, who the person was. It just was a lot. It was a lot. It was a great experience though, y'all. I think because this was like my first time actually doing that, like the other way around, I think I don't know how long it must have lasted, but I know it couldn't have been that long because it wasn't long before, things started to erupt. And he swallowed. I was like, this is mind blowing. This is like another life. What took me so long to cross over to this side? What was I thinking? Why would I ever just be okay with just giving out the head, but not receiving it? Like, of course, I got the back door ate multiple times, child. But never received it. I was done, y'all. After I had did that, I was like, child, whew. I was done. I was honestly ready to, I got what I needed. I was ready to head on back home. But when he had sat back and he started, I guess getting himself together, looking at him and after seeing that fine ass chocolate man go down on me, something in me was like, I need to show my appreciation. I go over and I pull his shorts down stuff, and then I start to, do what I do to him. He was feeling it, he was into it. And the first time I had told y'all, he was real extra with it, child. He be going all out with the groans, the moans. He be real into it. And I liked it. And he's aggressive. He's pushing my head down. All the stuff that we like, child. I'm pretty sure he didn't last as long as I did. It wasn't long before he erupted, child. But when he did, finally reach the top of the mountain, y'all, he stayed hard. He was still hard. So I'm like, if you still hard, we gonna still keep going. For me, I don't stop until the thing go from boom to boom. I don't stop. And then he he lifts me up, he turns me around, and I'm like, oh yeah, we about to really get the party started in the back of this car, sir, because your fine ass and my fine ass in the back of this car. And if you last in rounds like this, we about to be in this car. I'm about to turn this car out. So, he turns me around. He gets his little lube out. And the thing about me, I always prepare. Something about me, I always have to prepare. Even though in my mind, I didn't think that we were going to get this far, I always prepare for this because you never know. That's why I tell y'all, you always have to have that routine. You always have to be set for them sneaky links because you never know what might happen. And in this moment, even though we didn't have that plan of us, going all the way through, I'm like, girl, in the heat of the moment, why not? So he turns me around. Once we're, all lubricated up and child, and he's starting to, slide in there. And I had to tell him, mind y'all, he's aggressive. I had to tell him, you can't just be throwing it up in here. I'm not these other gays out here who loose my goose. That's not me. So I'm telling him, I'm like, you can't be doing that. You gotta go, slow. And then once you get all the way up in there, then you stay in there. So he gets up in there, child. And when he get up in there, I literally hold him because you're not about to fuck me up in here because we will be fighting. Okay, you're not about to hurt me. Okay, this not supposed to hurt. He starts to go. He didn't waste no time. When I tell y'all, he was breaking your girl in. He was trying to kill me in the back of that car. So we were doing back shots, but then I'm like, something in my mind was like, let's flip this around. Let's not flip this around like I'm not there yet. Not flip it around like let me, stick it in him. We're not there yet. We're still not there yet to this day. So give me some time till we get there, child. I'm not there yet. But flip it around as in, let's get in missionary. We got in missionary, and that was my favorite position, y'all. Love missionary. Missionary is that position. Missionary is that girl. I just feel like it feels the best. It's the best interaction because you guys are face to face. So when we got missionary, I really was starting to get really into it. We're kissing, he's going, and he's really He was really trying to break my back in the back seat of this car. Like, when I say he was going in, he lasted a while, y'all. We was going in the back of that car, and I know we was going for a long time because the windows were getting foggy. And you know, when the windows getting foggy, that means you really putting in work in the back of that car, child. At this point, I was like trying to get tired because I was like, I can't take this no more because it's not getting small. It's not getting. It's very much a lengthy size, child. So it was a lot of work for your girl. So I'm gonna need for him to, you know, reach the top of the mountain so we can call this a night. So I know my little trick for getting them to reach the top of the mountain faster is you pull that nigga in. We was a missionary, so mind y'all, pull him in. You have to hold him. You have to wrap your legs around him. You gotta push him in there, child. And as soon as I did that, I could tell that he was almost there because he just was going real fast. He was going at it. And that's when he reaches the top of the mountain, child. When I say he is so extra, he was like damn near screaming in the back of this car when he reached the top of the mountain, child. He be so into it, but I love it. I feel completed. I feel like I'm on top of the world. I feel like I got the mission completed. I got what I wanted. He got what he wanted. This was just a vibe. This was amazing. Everything about this was good. We get in the front of the car and, you know, we start to, you know, ride back to my house so he can drop me off. I go on to tell him, like, I don't know why, like, I held myself to, like, that rule of, like, because you're a bottom, you can't do this or you can't do that. That is so ignorant. I don't know why I was like that. That is so tired. Bottoms, tops, fuck all that shit. At the end of the day, we both two men in the back of this car. And we both got two pieces that likes the same feelings. So we can both, you know, child, all the rules. I hate them rules. That's tired. So I tell him that, and you know, we're laughing about that and stuff. And then he pulls up to my house and he drops me off. After I get back upstairs into my room, y'all, I'm really in my bed and I'm just like, wow. I couldn't believe that I had finally done that because for a long time, I literally held myself to that rule of bottoms don't receive head. It's just like, that's just not what they do. So I just was like in shock, y'all. But I was happy. Child, the experience was amazing. And after that, that was like me and Jordan's thing. He got some, I got some. It was like a business transaction. It was very much business deal. He pulled up so many times after that, and he became, you know, whenever I needed some, he would come and give me some. And I gave him some too. But then, as I'm sure a lot of you guys have experienced, Jordan just disappeared, child. Jordan completely disappeared off the face of the earth. I remember he just stopped hitting me up. Come to find out, he had got arrested and got locked up. And I didn't find that out until I had already moved out here to LA. He had texted me from this other number, and like, at first I didn't even know who the fuck it was texting me, and then he finally told me who it was, and was like, he had got locked up. I was like, damn, this whole time I'm thinking you ghosted me, and your ass got arrested and locked up. So he says, but I don't think he was lying, because he very much was in the streets. Child, very much in the streets. But ever since I've been out here in LA, he always just like, probably like once a month, he'll text me and be like, I can't wait for you to come back to Philly. Don't know when that's happening, hopefully soon. So when I do go home, this story time might, you know, have more parts to it. Who knows? It may be. But y'all, that just about wraps up this story time for now, at least. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.